Good morning, everyone. Um, Forgive my appearance, but I've had exactly one cup of coffee, and I wanted to share my experience with you about our moving company. Anyone who's ever had to move, whether it's down the street, across town, across the state, to a new state, or even to a new country, just how stressful and frustrating and how you just hate life for a while. The moving company Hubs and I hired was simply amazing. They brought in a 26-foot truck, and I looked at them. I was like, "There's no way you're putting a 2,700 square foot house in that. There's no stinking way." Um, well, by the end of, I'd say probably they got there about, say 8:45. For those of you who are wondering what's chirping in the background, that's Apollo. Um, it was about 8:45 Wednesday morning when they arrived, and about 4 o'clock or so, 4:30, they got on the road, having packed up 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, a kitchen, pantry, living room. I was just floored at how much they were able to get into that truck. I took a couple of pictures, which I'll be posting. They were above and beyond one of the most respectful, the most professional, and most caring crews I have ever been around. Not just hired, ever been around. The company that we hired was started by a younger gentleman, as an entrepreneur who had started off working for a moving company and decided, you know what, I can do this. I can do this. And he started his own company, started hiring out and training, and they're certified to do grandfather clocks, which we have. They can do flat screen TVs. They can do, I think, upwards to a baby grand piano. Utterly fantastic. The gentleman who started the company, his name's Noah, uh, started the company like when he was in his 20s. I mean, he's a young kid, for crying out loud. But here he is, a small business owner in Bentonville, just got his own office, and the crew that he hires on, the way they train them, they're just, man, kudos. We're talking grandmaster level Tetris, because they had stuff. They kept talking about putting things in the attic. I'm like, no, 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 we need to take it out of the attic. I didn't even know there was a part of a truck called an attic. Who knew? They maximized every aspect of that truck to pack in. Now, there's still some stuff in the garage that either A, you're going to get donated, or B, um, people are coming to pick up. And there's still some trash. As a matter of fact, we're going to be looking at hiring, or not hiring, but renting a small dumpster, hopefully one of those little bag things for excess stuff. We're tired of hauling around, so we're just throwing it away. We don't even know what it is anymore. They do that too, I found out. They'll actually do trash haul off and furniture moving. Not just moving people, but this is going to my cousin down the road. Cool. That's, hire them to do that thing, and they'll move it. I cannot talk about how amazing these guys are. I just can't talk enough of that. We got to the new place. We're living out of boxes still. Don't get me wrong. But we got to the new place, and they were here setting things up. They put in I imagine they put in every bit of a 20-hour day by the time they got back to their office, because we got a text saying it was about 7:45 that they had already left, and got to our house about 8:30, 8:45. They did not leave our house until 9:30 an hour away from our last house. Now, granted, we crossed state lines and we're out in the country now, so it's, slow going up a couple dirt roads, up the hill to get to our property. They parked the truck and walked the road to make sure the truck was not going to get stuck. I thought that was kind of cool. At first I was like, uh-oh, now what are we going to do? But no, they're like, no, we're fine. This is, I just want to make sure there was no spots that, might cause us issues. I've never had anybody do that before. I've never had any moving company stop to think, this is going to sound bad, to put enough forward thought into what if I do this and something goes wrong. So they were careful, patient, because, I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. My mom was helping. Hubs was up at the new house trying to get the internet set up with the installers. Oh yeah, Wednesday was a great old day. I recommend everybody do this at least 5 times in their life. The crew was polite. They were helpful. I mean, we have one guy who's going to be reaching out to us directly and getting a coffee table off us. He asked me, he says, well, how much do you want for it? I'm like, the hours you guys are putting in, by all means, take it. It's number one, we're not selling it anyway. We're just going to be donating it. So if you love it, hey, knock yourself out, honey. Take it. They're just really nice guys that took a lot of care. They walked in with, I think, 80 different furniture pads and blankets. I told them the truth. I said the last time we hired somebody, they walked in with, I think, maybe 5 furniture pads. We had to use our own blankets to wrap things like the couches, the end tables. Looking at how well they packed that truck, the last time we hired a crew to move from an 1,800 square foot house, the truck was half full. I was telling them, okay, this is not going to fit. That's not going to fit. So, don't worry about packing this. Don't worry about packing that. We'll just plan another day and come back up and pack that, take it ourselves on a trailer.